The beauty was kidnapped by a gangster. No matter how she resisted, it was useless. Now she was like a lamb to be slaughtered. She could only let the gangster touch her body. She thought she would die here, but she didn't expect that the gangster had another purpose. The beauty got up and ran away, thinking that this was a mental illness, but she was caught and pinned to the wall. When the gangster was too proud, the beauty snatched his pistol, but the next second, she was killed by the gangster in an instant. This time, the butler came to the boss and said that there was an urgent matter that needed to be dealt with. He had no choice but to order his men to take care of this beauty first. In fact, as early as 5 years ago, the father of the boss Simo was suddenly assassinated. Since then, he has become the master of the family. Although he does not like this way of life, he has no choice for the fate of the whole family. The huge pressure makes him indulge himself sometimes. All his men dare not speak out until he accidentally sees Laura, and Simone's heart was immediately captured by him. It can be said that it was love at first sight. In order to catch the goddess, Simone immediately investigated him and showed him the photos of Laura's boyfriend cheating on her. It seems that having money means being willful. Besides, Simone has a gangster background that ordinary people can't touch in addition to being rich. Laura is obviously inexperienced, but she dared to contradict this big man again and again. These words instantly angered Simone. He pressed Laura on the bed, but didn't he wanted to get a slap in the face. Simon had never been so angry before, but he chose to endure it again and again when facing the woman in front of him. Although he could not control himself and threatened her sometimes, Laura threatened to die. This made Simon unable to do anything to her. In the end, he could only slowly negotiate to buy. Knowing that he could not escape, Laura simply pretended to cooperate with him and went shopping together. She did not even look at the price of luxury goods. He had to buy a close-fitting fresh-keeping stand for all colors. Ma became a warm-hearted man carrying a bag. In fact, this was all Laura's intention. While they were resting, he quickly ran out of the store and found the police to explain that he was kidnapped. But Laura still underestimated Simo's power. It seems that Simo is so powerful in this city. Not only ordinary people dare not mess with him, but even the police are afraid of him. The plan to escape failed. Laura no longer expected anyone to do this. Instead of wasting her efforts, she might as well obey Simo's invitation. The two sat together for the first time and enjoyed a candlelight dinner. Under the influence of alcohol, Seamus sneaked into Laura's bed, but he did nothing but lay quietly beside him. When Laura woke up, she found that the man in front of her was not as bad as she imagined. Even though he had countless opportunities, he never did anything to her. This also made Laura feel a little good about him. However, the good times did not last long. At a party in a bar, Laura attended the event with heavy makeup. Seamus is a gangster, but he doesn't like his goddess dressed like this. The two had a big fight. At this time, Laura didn't realize the seriousness of the matter and kept chatting up strangers. This made Seamus furious. What's worse is that Laura not only didn't restrain herself, but became even worse. The man next to her was drooling over her. He couldn't help but hit Laura. Seamus couldn't bear it anymore and took out his pistol. As a result, the other party was really angry. Laura didn't know that the other party was actually the boss of another gangster family. Now Seamus killed him, and was bound to provoke a war between the two families. Seamus' words revealed that Laura wanted to apologize sincerely, but when she saw his attitude, she was immediately furious. After saying that, Laura walked to the bow. Seamus didn't choose to tolerate his willfulness this time. The two quarreled for a while, and even fought. Laura fell into the sea without paying attention. Seamus hurriedly jumped down to save him. Fortunately, the rescue was timely and Laura was safe. Looking at the man who was so gentle and tolerant of her, Laura's heart was instantly melted. Maybe it was because she was moved, or maybe it was because she loved Laura. This time, Laura took the initiative to offer herself. The feelings between the two of them also sublimated from this moment. But they didn't expect to meet an unexpected guest at a dance. He was Seamus' first love. Until now, Seamus still can't forget him. All these years, he only if there is a woman around Seamus,